to see my favorite Urukai and my favorite half orc.
Um,
Which is what.
Instead of native, I set it to ultra. It renders at 3 times lower resolution with upscaling the display. And I've thought about bumping or dropping it down to, out of 4K, but I don't know how much of a difference that would make. But native is the worst setting. Even if you set it to low, native is the worst setting.
Yeah.
Unless you have like, I don't know, was it a 480 or 490 or some shit like that?
Yeah. Also, it could be the fact that like it's a new AAA game in 2024. Maybe they need like a week to get everything working properly.
They have talked about it needs optimization.
Yeah. So
they're not really dodging that problem very well right now.
So yeah, in like in a month, I'll probably be able to download it and play it. But like right now, it's just like, nah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It is what it is. I'll just be mad at freaking. It's all Combat's fault. I'll just get mad at Combat. Hey, Combat.
What's up?
How you doing?
We're talking about playing Space Barbie.
Yeah, my fucking air fryer game.
Yeah, my fan sounds like a fucking F-16 revving up for takeoff. Holy shit.
Like the first half of the game was fine. I don't know what happens in that last half, but oh my god.
The minute you leave the campaign, it just goes apeshit.
Yeah.
Because the campaign is all, scripted and controlled and whatever else, but... Oh, I did get called a fascist. In-game.
In-game.
Okay, literally, my guy is I have a Death Watch Black Templar. And it's unlocking all the shit you need to make that. I don't even want to talk about how much coin I spent on that instead of skills.
Oh.
But so I'm so proud. I got the little Templar cross on my helmet, the silver arm, the whole 9 yards. So I'm like, I hate playing with randos. And I'm like, okay, Badger's not on. I'm going to jump in with a rando. Dude jumps in, apparently took one look at my name and my character went, I don't play with fascists, and fucking jumped right out.
Good.
I was
Fuck
so
'em.
busy laughing. I forgot to get a screenshot. I was laughing so hard.
Fucking tourist.
And if you've all noticed on social media, the Tard Squad is back in full force with this game coming out.
Oh yeah,
Renewed interest.
yeah, no, yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking Jigger.
All of them.
I haven't seen Serb or Shane. Well, didn't Shane get banned?
I think Shane is in the doghouse. Serb went on another block fest, but this account I'm on now, he does not know who I am, so I'm not blocked yet. Yet. So every once in a while I spy on him, and it's just like, I don't know. It's like watching a retarded monkey eat its own shit.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I mean,
it's really annoying. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say everybody knew that all the people that have been quiet this entire time are just gonna come back because there's something new and shiny that everybody's getting interested in.
Yeah. Oh, and it's also going to attract a bunch of other freaking cultural locusts as well, which is fun.
Oh, did you see the girl that had the Slanesh demon, the blonde?
Pharaoh was like, "You're ruining this for real women."
Yeah. It was called her a whore hammer.
Hang on, apparently my wife brought a bee in the house.
Yes, I did.
Hey, let it be. Just let it be.
Little bee, baby, just let it be.
Let it be, let it be, let it be. Maybe it'll start honeycombing your house.
A bee colony after a husky colony.
Yeah, I've been having fun freaking out newbies. They're like, "Oh my god, I love all the candles." I'm like, "Hey, you know there's not a lot of bees in the Imperium, right?" Well, what are the candles made out of?
Fat.
People.
Yeah.
Long pork.
Imperium candles are people.
I just call it long pork.
Hey, you know that parchment they're writing on? Uh-huh. It ain't paper.
Yeah, it's rock skin.
Mostly.
You know what the tomes are bound.
Yeah. Though when it's the mortifactors, yeah, that's probably people.
Your hedges, and he must have been on there, and I didn't.
Was that a euphemism? I was trimming your hedges?
I understand that.
Just a little off the top.
Man. Mr. and Mrs. Weezy about to get freaky. Bow, thinking, bow, thinking, bow, bow, bow.
Can you imagine?
Hey!
Can you imagine a bee or a wasp stinging your ass while doing it?
Well, at least if it's stuck in your pecker, you get some swelling out of it. You know, you get something good out of it.
But just imagine your balls deep end and it stings your ass, and you want to go even further.
Oh, baby!
Or have you seen the Flork comic about the horse medicine?
I don't think I've seen. No, I don't know what a Flork comic is. I think it's some sort of degeneracy you have over in your part.
I will find it for you.
Of course you will.
If it's the one, I think I posted it in Memery.
Yeah, I think that's it. Memery.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And one last. If you get the game again, Shadow, try dynamic setting. I know that sounds crazy, but try dynamic, where it automatically adjusts resolution based on your frame rate.
Yeah, no. That's how it was when I first. That's what it was on. That's what it was on. So I'm like,
oh
this
okay.
is not good. And part of why I think the game just needs to be optimized.
Yeah, there's been a lot of bitching. They said, dear devs, quit testing this on the latest flamethrower system. Go find some piece of shit 2-year-old system and try it, You cannot expect people to drop $2,000 on a video shit every time you bring out a game.
Yeah.
Because, for me, it's the zoetropes. As soon as that fucking rainbow shit comes out of them to stun you, my screen just starts going stutter, 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 stutter.
Yeah, like I said, 20 gaunts and a warrior, and my game turns into a fucking PowerPoint slide.
Only 20 gaunts and a warrior? What kind of pussy level you play? This game is hard as fuck at lower levels, man.
That was the fucking so in the tutorial.
It's a tutorial.
No. So I got through. So I did like the Deathwatch tutorial, and then I was doing a bit of the first mission, and I actually crashed on the first mission, like the bit where you've got all the spores coming at you in the swamp. I
Yeah.
actually had a crash. I reloaded. I tried again, and that's when the stutter. Fighting the Ravner, fighting the fucking Ravner with like the stutter. The game was just completely unplayable, especially since I was on the hardest difficulty because Mama raised no bitch.
Well,
So
I'll tell you, the hardest difficulty in this game ain't like hardest difficulty on most games.
yeah, no, like it bothered me a little bit that like Gaunts were shrugging off bolt rounds on the hardest difficulty, but also like video game.
Well, so some people brought that up, and I guess it's a mistake to not listen to people, but one of the big complaints is they said the bolt rounds are like shooting rubber bullets at shit.
Really? Even on the lower difficulties?
Yeah, literally just a gaunt will take 2 to 3 bolt rounds.
That, like, a las gun, yeah, that makes sense, but a fucking bolt gun, like, those things drop orcs, and orcs are tougher than Hormagaunts.
And they said, well, we had bullet drop off, energy drop off, and we're like, they're rocket propelled.
Yeah, that's not how a bolt gun works.
Yeah, it's a rocket. So they said, well, we might have to look at it. And what people are afraid of, they're going to start down the Helldivers road.
I really fucking hope they don't, because like
nerfing and fucking with everything.
Because like my only problem is the fact that I don't have an actual gaming PC. I've got a fucking gaming laptop. That's the biggest issue I have. Aside from that, the game is perfect. Minus the lack of Marine's malevolent coloring. I can't play
Oh my god.
What?
What the fuck? The horse fucking the horse thing.
So you found it. Wonderful.
I'm still no Pug found it and I hate him for it.
Pug. What Pug ever do to you?
Posted that fucking meme.
Just check the memery. Just check the memery.
Oh, Christ almighty, Lord above.
Oh god, queers are taking over. Oh, this Violet. This is the same one that said that the queers are taking over black metal. And Gaunt just fucking clipped part of it out.
I mean, black metal would have some satanic rituals to do with that.
And no, Henry Cavill is not just one of the boys. We know who he is. He's been around about 8,000 years. At this point.
Shit, it's the Yupper.
Oh, day, how you doing today? We were just talking about your racist post in memory.
Oh, fantastic. I'm so glad.
Queers are taking over black.
Yeah, I didn't read the rest. It was so stupid, but I was like, oh, that's funny. That's
They're
comedy.
taking over black metal, they said. And it's like, first of all, what? Second of all, what?
You're taking over like a whole genre of music, or like
apparently they're gonna have a gay test before.
I thought they already had
to...
Shokuns.
Well, that is very true. It's like, isn't that enough for you?
Never. It's never enough.
Nope.
That's why they added the T.
I can't appreciate watching My Fair Lady without being accused of being gay. I mean, come on.
Yeah. See, so or like the God, what was it? It was the opening of the Tonys a couple years ago. I think Neil Patrick Harris hosted, and he did a dance number called "It's Not Just for Gays Anymore," and I was like, okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I mean,
you win. That's awesome. Love that for you.
I can never go back to Miss Saigon or Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, you're out, man. You don't.
Phantom of the Opera is gay or queer or whatever.
Sure.
It's a musical. Musicals are inherently gay.
Yeah, well now
that's right.
I mean,
so you can't do that.
I mean, it would help if present day musicals weren't so faggoty.
I forgot. If you watched Downton Abbey, you're gay too. So.
Oh, we are live, easy.
liking things is inherently gay, so you're not allowed to enjoy stuff. But
is being gay?
Well, no,
Oh.
no, that's hell, dude. That's super queerphobic. So you should step all the way off with that.
I don't remember the comedian's name, but he basically said that being gay is the most masculine thing ever.
Oh, I remember
they
that.
Fuck,
yeah.
man. They fuck, man.
You read it through, you're going, okay, I know there's an error in this thinking, but god damn, they put it together well. That's a well assembled debate. That's what that is. That is.
Yes.
Look at Luigi, man. His face is frozen in this. What the fuck am I hearing?
Probably because he went live and realizes that his channel is growing very, very big, but now it's about to get deleted.
Well, if we talk about why his debate video is suddenly taking off, we're probably all going to get nuked off the planet. So,
Nah, fuck it. Who cares?
I mean, was it air fryer sounds in the background, Weezy?
No.
Well,
Are you booting up Space Marine too?
all he was
thinking
doing
about
was
it.
changing his armor, and his fucking fan took off.
I was thinking about it.
And then poof, power goes out in where? Houston.
Okay, so yeah. Basically, the whole idea behind this is one whistleblower was coming forward and mysteriously was killed in a traffic accident the next day. So totally
Yeah,
unrelated.
Boeing is calling that guy.
Well, no, this is about the debate.
No, I know, but
Okay,
Boeing's calling whoever did that.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna need some help on that end.
He's good. And so now, apparently somebody else has come forward and did a sworn statement on pain of perjury charges, saying that Harris got to submit the questions and that the fact-checking was to be one-sided only. And this was literally decided. This isn't conspiracy theory. This was literally the unofficial rules of the debate. And that person is staying anonymous because they want to live. So, yeah, that's, I mean, normally that's usually bad enough to overthrow some countries. Here we are. We'll probably people just go, fake news, flip the channel.
Yeah, it's fine.
The question is Boeing or Clinton?
I don't know if the Clintons are still up for this. I think they've kind of aged out of this. There's somebody else in the background.
I mean the vet work.
That's what I mean.
That's
what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think Big Mike's handling it.
Big Mike?
Look, I'm just saying that it's funny that one little clip of me fucking losing my shit because he stole the I'm speaking line is starting to take off. I don't even give a fuck. I just thought it was funny.
It was funny. Because the look on her
funny, even if
face
it
was like
staged or whatever. It was funny as hell.
If Trump would have walked over, pulled his dick out, and slapped her in the mouth, it wouldn't have been funnier moment.
Yeah. And I was sitting there watching all these people that are like, dude, I am so sick and tired of people that I know that are being paid to just, shill Democrats nonstop.
You mean Connor?
24/7. Nah, you know what? Look, I love the guy, but I had to mute him. And there's other people that I don't have beef with that I've had to mute because they just sit there and that's all they fucking do. Even they know what they're saying is bullshit.
So Wheezy wants to join that network that Tim Pool and
Fuck no. Look, I'm just saying though, if some Russians want to pay me 10 grand a month to say fuck Kamala Harris, I will absolutely do it. Sorry, NSA.
You got to understand, it's a sliding scale. Tim Pool gets 100 grand per video. You get 250 and a box of Necco wafers.
Yeah, I don't even get that anymore. They ain't giving me shit. I get to say all my bullshit for free now.
Wait, see, definitely worth at least a half-hearted hand job on top of that. Come on, man.
Yeah, but it's from Big Mike. It's a hand job from Big Mike.
Hey, hand job and hand job.
Oh.
I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
And surprisingly, somebody that I see occasionally say something, the whole broken clock theory, like fucking Cenk Uygur, right? Occasionally that guy will say something that gives me fucking hope. And then he's right back to doing the same shit.
Have you seen Kasparian recently?
Yeah, Anna's fucking based. Look, I don't even give a shit if Anna.
Man.
I don't even care if she's a progressive or she wants to be labeled as a progressive or she calls herself a progressive. She's at least trying to be fucking normal.
Yeah. All she needs to do now is look up the history of Greater Armenia and realize she's working for a very bad company.
Yeah, but remember, Cenk Uygur's just horsing around, man. Don't take it seriously.
Well, he's a Turk, he's an Armenian.
You missed it. Never mind. I'm too fast for you, son. It went right over your head.
I I hate you and everything you pull. No.
But you know,
I
I
think it's time to pull up the floor comic.
Just say
Weezy.
nay.
I feel
I
the
hate
same
you.
way about Shank as I do about like people like fucking Laura Loomer, right?
Oh yeah, she's. Wait, do I know Laura? Do I know that name?
And that's just it. People are like, "Oh, you probably no." She's batshit crazy too. I can't stand Loomer. God damn! I think I had to literally block her because even when I muted her, she was still showing up and shit.
Well, that was just like my fucking algorithm being all fucked up for like a week, where it was like, who the fuck is this person? I have never seen this person before in my life, spouting the craziest fucking shit I've ever seen. It's just like, and then it went back to normal. So something happened.
Then went back to just towel porn. He was back to normal.
That would have been preferable. I would have preferred that over the shit that I was constantly seeing of people just spouting nonsense. And I'm like, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie.
Okay, but are they really eating dogs and cats in Ohio?
I don't fucking know. They might be.
Apparently, according to the residents, yes, they are. They're trying to deny it, but it's like, yes, supposedly they are.
Yeah,
So
but they're
it's like,
that's deflection. That's deflection from the fact that they imported 20,000 Haitians into a fucking city in Ohio for what?
well, that's literally what JD Vance, that's the point he made on an interview. He said, let's not get distracted from the fact it is not about the cats and dogs, as terrible as that is. It's about 20,000 Haitians being imported into a town of 60,000 people in the Midwest. Who I've been to Springfield, Ohio. It has not changed since I was there 30 years ago. I guarantee that. And they dump these people in there, and it's like, what are you fucking doing? What is wrong with you? That's the story. That's the story that I want to talk about.
I hate to be Snopes, but you're wrong. It has changed. There's now 20,000 Haitians. Get fact checked.
Get wrecked, Chud.
But still,
fact
you know,
checked.
it's
Way to own the
Well,
chuds, man.
ABC could employ you to fact check Trump.
Why would I do that?
Because it'd be great, it'd be wonderful, you'd be the best ever.
the best notes.
You'd get
Well, the
paid.
job, the job would be easy because all you have to do is like just anything he says go. No, he's wrong.
Yeah, you don't have to elaborate.
Argue like I'm on Twitter. Got it.
I mean, that's essentially what they were doing during the debate. No, wait, sorry. Nope, that's not correct. Actually, it's this thing and not that thing. Even though that thing is
Actually-
partially correct.
Actually, it wasn't Springfield, Ohio. It was a town 2 miles away. You fucking bigot.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
And this is hunting wasps again.
No, I'm getting something to drink.
You got this, combat. Kill the wasp. Execute the wasp.
No, that was a big
And
ass. I see
next
why it
thing we
sounded like
see
my
is-
wife was fucking dying. That thing was like that big.
Is that one of the
Well,
ones
next-
with the really long, like middle bit, like the butt on a stick? I don't know how else to describe
No.
them. They're very scary.
No, it was a bumblebee.
I like that butt on a stick.
But it was the big ass
And
fucking
I-
bumblebee.
Next
I'm not
thing
a
we
smart
see is
person.
Weezy with the redneck flamethrower
I got
going
one.
around.
Oh,
Somewhere.
can of Aquanet and a lighter?
Yes.
Yeah, that I can confirm that.
So, are we excited about the next debate?
Is this the VP debate or?
I don't know. Everybody keeps talking about a second debate.
I don't know. I know there's supposed to be a VP debate, which I can't wait to see Vance and Walls.
Bro, did you see?
That's going on.
Did you see the video of his wife?
That bitch crazy. That bitch flat out crazy. Well, she was the one talking about opening the window so she could smell the tire fires during the summer of love so she could remember it. It's like, what?
What?
Yes. She literally said, I opened the window so that I could inhale the smell of the tire fire so I could remember this day. Bitch, what?
Bitches be crazy.
Yes, bitches do be crazy.
Fucking crazy.
But that's not
What?
even. I've noticed
Whose
the
wife is this?
Walls. Tim Walls' wife. She's like Jill Biden on steroids.
Benoit Walls.
But the pattern that I notice is that women like that, women like Joe Biden, women like Kamala Harris, Democrats in general, they speak to people like they're 5 years old. And they do this thing where they're talking to you like this so that you understand what they are saying.
Dice Puada.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're dumber than them. By the nature of not being a liberal, you're dumber than them.
That's essentially what it projects, at least to me. And
Well, remember, these
I
are
don't
the
think
same
it's-
people. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I don't think it's projection. I mean, I don't. You said project, Wheezy. I think it's literally just what it is. These people genuinely believe that you're beneath them, and then they're gonna like gentle parent your ass through whatever we're gonna do, and it's words.
Keep in mind, these are the same people that are going around with a straight face saying a certain racial group is too stupid to get an identification.
Yes.
Not a good look. Not a good look.
Not just identification. They too stupid to use the internet on their phone.
Yeah, true.
wait, I couldn't tell if he was agreeing with Metro or if he was just like, yeah, that's true.
Take your
Both.
pick.
I like it to remain nebulous.
I was like,
Take your pick.
whoa, hold on. That was kind of racist.
Kind of racist.
That was very fucking racist,
Just
but
a
who
little
cares?
bit. It's tasteful. It's tasteful racism.
I'm gonna get my channel deleted.
Yes, that's the plan. That's the
They're gonna
goal.
literally come to your house and rip the hard drive out of your computer.
Which one?
Right,
I have like
video.
6.
Well, but we know the hidden one you have. So
We're speed running this shit, so
Well, I told
Is it
y'all, it's like I'm not even gonna attempt to become a partner again until after the election. There's no point.
yeah, you got too much wrong think, bro.
And I can't make 40K videos because 40Ks piss me the fuck off. And all I could do is live stream Space Marine. Like that, I'm in a rock and a hard place. I either talk shit that's gonna get me fucking nuked off YouTube, or play the same thing over and over again because I'm coping about the fact Games Workshop sucks.
well, there's people that are making entire careers out of playing the same game over and over. So you know,
True.
you just need
Well,
to show more. You need to show more boob cleavage. That's all.
Yeah.
You could be on
Show us the
Twitch.
tatas.
Ooh,
Well, they wants to see my farmer stand.
Only
Nice.
first
Please get-
Mark incoming.
Sadly, I
Please
haven't
get-
seen it, you bastard. Thank you for doing that.
Huh? You have?
Yeah, you hopped on my stream one time in the camera angle and the shirt you were wearing. made
Oh,
it
because
very
I was,
clear.
yeah, because I was wearing a fucking wife beater like that.
Yeah, thank you for that. You're welcome.
No, thank you.
but no. That woman that was holding the Slanesh demon, and it seemed like mostly women going after her.
Which
Yeah.
Slanish demon?
Well,
It was a pink. I think it was like a pink Bellacore model. It was a Bellacore model that. Had been
Oh yes.
and she was holding it by the wings. And she had to make sure that however she held it, her boobs were center camera.
Well, obviously.
And it was literally that meme of man takes picture, woman takes picture.
I mean, we can say that it was literally the meme of the hashtag Faces of Warhammer. Oh yes.
There. Am I
Do
doing
that,
Am I
Weezy.
doing this
Do
right?
that, Weezy.
Am I doing this
Well,
right?
Okay, but you got to use your arms because my wife noticed she had her arms pushing her chest together so that her B cups were actually impressive.
Sorry, I just look like Ricky. I look like Ricky Berwick.
Oh,
Sorry.
You did kind of look like Ricky.
You're supposed to try and touch your elbows to your belly button. That's I know it sounds stupid, but
Ow.
that's it doesn't actually work. But like the motion pushes the gals together.
Understood. Thank you for the advice, Dawn.
Yeah,
I got you.
I ended up just looking like a Tyrannosaurus. Like,
And I was going to say, how many people just literally try? All of us tried that. I'll slap your ass. They're all doing it right now. I know they are.
I'm not. I'm playing Total War Warhammer.
Sure. Okay. We believe you.
Now you're playing with your ponies again.
Oh god.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
you, Griffins. Ponies get Lebensraum. Griffins get land.
Uh-huh.
Genocide the ponies. Genocide the ponies.
Yes, kill them all.
Hey, how about the comparison? Maybe we should compare some things to Tyranids. What could we compare in real life to Tyranids? I know.
Shoes.
Patience.
See, I was just going to hint at it. So
Patient. Wait, no, but the
Look.
answer is Haitian, isn't it?
No, I'm just saying, if the leftists can do it, I can do it too. I should be allowed to say it. They can say it. They can compare black people to all kinds of shit. Me, I can't say, black people are educated. You're a racist.
what was the thing? I almost tagged you in it. It was talking about people will dead ass have a white man on screen and say he's Hispanic. And it's like, yeah, I was going to say, wait a
Have you heard of
minute.
Argentina.
There's entire countries like that.
And somebody said, have you met the country of Spain? They're literally white.
No, it was white people aren't allowed to speak Spanish. And then the person who responded was like, have you ever heard of the entire country of Spain? And it's like, oh God.
Thank you, God.
What is our education system doing?
Failing miserably.
Well, it's no different than that fucking thing that I saw where the guy was like, oh, yeah, you're a racist, but here's why white men won't date white women that have black baby daddies. And I was like, you literally just
That's a whole list
said,
of things.
you just said,
That thread was wild.
like,
That
bro.
thread was wild as hell.
Wait, well, hold on. What did they say? Here's what they said. Racists like you are the only ones suffering. Most people go about their daily activities without being focused on or obsessed with skin tones. And this is what they say immediately after that. White men don't date white women with black babies because they know what type of white women end up being baby mamas to black guys. That is what they said.
That's
But that is also
we
correct.
got a word for that. We got a word for that.
God damn it. But I don't understand how you can sit there and morally grandstand about people being racist and then just, like, say the quiet part out loud. Like,
Because if you morally grandstand about it, no one's suspecting the second bit where you are a racist. Like no one suspects the Spanish Inquisition. Same vibe.
I mean, just ask Jig.
oh, God.
Oh, God.
Look,
I'd rather not.
that actually triggered me. I was so fucking angry because okay, I'm just gonna say this.
Let it out. Let
People
it
need
out,
to
please.
stop comparing
This is a
fictional
safe place.
races and fictional places to reality. They just need to stop. It's not doing any good. Just stop.
That's all they
Don't do
know,
it.
though. That's all they know.
If your entire reality is constructed, then you have no way of separating it.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, that's the fundamental bit is that if your entire reality is constructed and based on nothing, of course you're going to try and cram reality into fiction because you can't. There is no differentiation. There's zero line.
well, I mean, it's what we've always said that these people that view everything through a lens of social justice, eventually that lens starts to skew incorrectly.
Yeah, it's the horseshoe. And it's also the fact that these people lack critical thinking. Because, like, the best example using the fictional race thing, orcs, whether they be Warhammer orcs, D&D orcs, Lord of the Rings orcs, these people are physically incapable of considering, hey, a sentient organism could be fundamentally different to a human being, whether it be because it's a carnivore, whether because it was created by an evil god, whether it be because it's got, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, it is a fundamentally different being. It is going to have a fundamentally different starting point of life and may result in actions that are evil by our moral standards. These people are fundamentally incapable of thinking, hey, that is a sentient being. It would be just like us. Which is why they view orcs, dwarves, elves, Tyranids, Necrons, Eldar as just reskinned humans.
Yeah, but consider what you just said, right? And these are the same people comparing orcs to black people.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they cannot fathom the idea of something different to humans being different to humans. Because all they understand is humans. Because they lack the critical thinking to imagine.
Yeah, but they immediately make the connection of, oh, orcs bad, therefore black.
See, I can't defend that one. That specific decision of theirs, I can't understand. But the whole, oh, well, that is a kind of human is understandable.
because they use us as their golem. They don't think that. They know that we think that. We just don't want to admit it.
We do?
It's just
the one saying it.
no. That's yeah. They tell us you think this. Well, I don't. Yes, you do. Quit denying you're a racist. But I don't think that. You must think. It's like the 88 thing. It's like the scary number thing.
God, that never fails to kill me.
I mean, that's
They were going after Metal Man for 3 days about that.
Oh, Metal Man.
it's similar to some D&D scholar or whatever the fuck that guy was, voice actor, something, I don't know. He has a lot of people that know who he is. That was like, oh, well, orcs are inherently black-coated. And it's like, huh?
Oh God, not this
What an odd thing to
argument.
say.
Uh-oh.
But they get away with it by saying you think that. And I've had people tell me, well, if you've ever played D&D, I have played D&D longer than most. I have never once in my life went, you know what that is? That's a...
And there goes Weezy's channel. There you go.
Don't worry, he didn't say it, and even if he does, I've had people.
Yeah, but we all know what he was thinking.
I've had people.
I'm picturing the scene
scream that
from
word.
Prison Battles.
Fine.
Look, I think I'm off the radar already. Like I said, they already went, all right, no more money for you. Do whatever the fuck you want. I can't tell if somebody's trying to talk or if Buttplug is intercepting Russian transmissions.
I think it's Russian transmission.
I could be a fan I've got going.
Oh,
I too have a fan going because I am in a garage at the moment.
like on purpose, or are you locked in there?
I am stripping miniatures.
Are you in a pit?
No, I'm stripping miniatures with LA's Totally Awesome.
It strips the miniatures on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
That's a new.
Yeah.
I wonder. I'm trying to think of how to do this without fucking.
Uh-oh.
What, doxing or deleting
I say-
your
No.
channel?
No. Look, I've already said if somebody figures out where I live, that's fine. If you want to come
No,
say hello,
doxing somebody
then-
else.
No, who am I gonna dox? I don't hate anybody enough to dox them.
You're not trying hard enough.
Also, it's their fucking funeral. You've got, like, what, 12 huskies? The psychic damage would destroy people.
Yeah, I was going to say just the drama would overwhelm them.
Probably.
Plus you have Catch, laser pointer.
Yep.
Yeah, the big white one alone could probably take 2 or 3 people out.
Well, I don't know. He just took off.
And you
somewhere.
have the whole wave full of historical artifacts that you could throw at people.
This is true. This is true.
As the founding
In fact-
fathers intended.
In fact, I was looking.
Smoothbore because fuck the ATF.
I touched off the cannon at the top of my steps.
Bro, I absolutely would put a fucking cannon at the top of my steps if I could get away with it.
Also, don't
Load it
forget,
with grape shot.
don't forget 3-sided or whatever it is, bayonet, so the wound
Yeah,
can't-
triangular bayonet, because you can't close the wound.
I don't have one of those yet.
You like that?
Nope.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
it's the Geneva.
Hold on a
In
second.
Weezy's household, it's the Geneva suggestions.
Hearing would be the one.
The Geneva,
The Geneva
Yeah.
checklist.
Achievement list, thank you very much.
they're more like guidelines.
It's an achievement list. Your goal is to get the entire thing.
Gotta catch them all.
Yep, exactly.
Who can 100% it the shortest time?
Well, okay,
Speedrun that shit.
I was buying so much Japanese World War II shit, right? I got a little note, and I think I have the note. This guy sends me a note with one of my orders. And it says, "Thank you for your recent purchase. Due to political correctness, OfferUp, Mercari, eBay, and Bonanza does not allow people to post too many World War II German items. Therefore, if you're interested in German collectibles, please send me a text to Insert number here.
Oh my god.
And I got
For real?
Well, remember the J.D. Vance, the picture of him? He was at
Yeah.
a gun show looking at antique
Yeah.
weapons. 2 tables over, you could just make out World War II German displays, and like, oh my God, Vance is a secret Nazi.
Fucking dumbasses.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
So embarrassing.
Started.
That shit, yeah, that shit is so common at gun shows because, and not just Nazi memorabilia, stuff from all kinds of wars is there.
Yeah. And that's what people were saying. Have you never been to a gun show before in your life?
No, they haven't. But
You
they
can
also
tell.
know what goes on at a gun show.
The old Chinese guy that I buy all my militaria from came from China, has been here for many, many years.
Wait, you got a Chinese guy selling you Japanese stuff? Somewhere there's a pit full of bodies with that
Probably.
man's name on it.
But he
Very deep pit.
in a little glass case for $3,500, he has a actual SS officer's cap with the fucking, what do they call it? The Totenkopf on it?
Yeah.
The
The
skull?
Totenkopf. That's it.
Oh shit!
In a little case. He's like, yeah, I'll sell it to you for cheap. I'm like, whoa, hold on. First of all, I need to finish my Japanese collection. Second of all, I wouldn't be able to walk out of this store carrying that under my arm.
Why? Just
Bro.
put it on your head.
Make sure you shave your head first.
yeah, I'd have to do the
Stay on a
shave
scale
sides.
of 1 to 10, you give it a 9.
Yeah, you'd go from being Mexican to Argentinian. It'd be great.
I'm just saying, it's there if anybody wants to buy it. I can tell you the address. But, shit like that, the first thing I see isn't, okay, I'm going to wear this around outside, right? It's
No.
Weird.
The
Uncanny.
address is 1488 Heinrich Himmler Boulevard. Oh my God.
Look, if you concentrate hard enough, you can find other things like that around town.
Oh my God. Especially in
Did you
Texas.
say concentrate?
I wish I had my grandfather's foot locker of stuff he brought back from the war. I could probably retire off of it. He had medals, he had cap insignias, ears, crazy shit like that. Metal.
Could you live with yourself giving up the trophies that your father brought back?
Probably not, but he'd be like, "Boy, what are you keeping that old ratty shit for? Get rid of it."
But I think most of us can agree that there's a certain part of society, like most of us, that enjoy history, right? Nobody's saying that because I'm going to buy something that's German, that I agree with that ideology, right?
No, I am. I believe
I
that.
know you would.
I did not see that coming for you.
Hold on. Wait a minute. That's not what I meant.
That is exactly what you meant. I hope you get canceled.
Big smile.
I was
Big
inclined
smile.
I was inclined to one.
Where's
I was
Kyle?
inclined to You're the one that agrees with that ideology, but I've walked myself into a dangerous trap.
Wait, what?
He's
Swan-
covered. What about a trap?
Swanee is here and saying ears. I don't know what ears means.
Swanee caught my comment
Which one?
about trophies brought back from World War II. Swanee, you need to come in here and talk. Come on.
I want my 100 Nazi scalps.
Oh,
I scared gone off. No.
No, that was
Ooh,
that was
slight
that was
My
one
bad.
of the running jokes with him. I wish he had lived long enough to see the movie Inglorious Bastards, because he'd have been like, I knew that guy.
fuck! I gotta.
My wife teases me and says my grandfather was the Bear Jew.
That
I can see that. I don't know
That movie was
I can
good.
see that.
damn it! I don't know if I can.
We
I
don't
don't
want to
think-
see your foot.
No, I don't think Swanee has permissions for this voice channel.
Why wouldn't you give
kidding?
Swanee permissions?
Why do you hate Swanee? It's because she's a
Yeah.
woman, isn't it?
Why
Oh,
do you
damn.
Why do you hate Scottish people?
Damn Scottish people, they ruined Scotland.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's why he hates Scottish people. Okay, that's fair. That checks out.
Oh no, Swine doesn't want to talk anyway. So all right, fine.
Aw.
That's bad.
It's probably for the best.
She
Hey,
doesn't
all
want
of
to
your
get
fan clubs here.
We don't want to taint the image.
yeah,
You said taint.
she doesn't want to be
Taint.
associated with lunatics.
You know, when you're trying to stay apolitical, it's probably not the best idea to jump in with the hyper political.
Yeah, a Scottish woman trying to say anti or non-political. That's
I honestly, I think it's me, CDAT, and Metro she's scared of. I think the rest of you guys are chill.
actually
Bro.
Metro's been pretty quiet. I'm a little worried. He's got to be getting pent up in there.
I didn't realize how many people fucking hate me. Like, they
Join the
do
club.
not like my Warhammer opinions. And I have
join the club.
I have like milk toast Warhammer opinions.
No. They don't like you.
No, probably. Well, fuck them. I don't like them either.
Well, you are a
Join the
man
club.
and you have white skin and you're presumably straight, so Twitter Warhammer probably hates you.
Presumably straight.
Yeah. But that's
Well,
see,
he's a
that's not
Mexican,
fair.
so-
That's not fair. I am a person of color.
You're a pock.
I'm a pot.
Yeah, but you're a bad one. Like you're shitty at it. So sorry.
Yeah.
You're Mexican, just like
Hispanic
Asians.
Mexican or American Mexican.
You're Schrodinger's a colored person.
Schrodinger's Mexican.
No. Mexicans are one of the Schrodinger's races. You're either white or you're not. It just depends on what people want to do. If you're being killed by white supremacists, then you're not white. If you are succeeding in America, then you are white.
Well, it's funny because like my gramps is Colombian, right? And if you look at the colors, the skin colors of Colombians in general, it ranges from white to pop filter.
I was gonna say Wesley Snipes, but okay.
Yeah, that too. But they're all Colombians, so
Well, that's the Spanish colonial empire for you.
Don't you love the Spaniards?
You gotta love the Spanish
mean-
and the Portuguese.
I mean, they catalyzed Southern America and also fucked some color out of them. So,
There we go.
There he goes. There he is. I wondered when he was going to show up.
They also fixed Mexico the same way the U.S. fixed Afghanistan.
hey, I'm just saying. Everybody was talking about how the Mexicans are like, oh, they're helping the illegals. No, they're not helping the fucking illegals. Those motherfuckers don't want them.
They're telling him to keep
going.
going.
Keep going.
Go that way.
Go that way.
You're from 2 countries over, so we hit you.
Yeah, basically.
Dude, they don't like somebody from one village over. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's
That sounds like the Balkans.
Pretty much.
so. I've already decided I'm gonna go move to Hungary and live with Metro.
Is Metro aware of this?
He is now.
Congrats.
but only if you can hold hands and walk around. Your wife can be there.
I'm down. Let's do this. I'm bringing the cat.
How many cats do you bring
All of
to
the
the
cats.
household? All of the cats. Okay. Well, we have a garden, but the huskies might want to dig the top.
I got a garden too. I told y'all I'm getting old. I have a fucking little patch of flowers and shit now that I've been growing.
Nice.
I don't know what it is. When you hit a certain age,
You're-
CDAT knows. When you get to a certain age, you have to like grow some grass and fucking plant some shit.
And start collecting food for 2 memorabilia.
Start collecting fucking ribbons and shit.
Ribbons,
speaking
armbands,
Speaking of,
headbands.
I have a what is it? A Japanese World War II mortar that has been deactivated coming.
What
Better
the
hope it's been
fuck?
deactivated.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
Specifically non.
I mean, you should ask Badger some some pointers about how to operate a mortar. Just the theoretical stuff.
I would, but I haven't seen Badger. I don't know where Badger's at.
Badger's been pretty busy, and I know this weekend For those of you that have children, you'll know what I mean when I say his kids brought something home, some sort of plague.
Ooh.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
And he sounds like absolute shit.
Yeah. Marzana
Poor
has-
guy.
Yeah, Marzana has kid plague too.
Their little petri dishes.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. I don't miss it.
Booties.
Oh my god, he did it
Booties is about
again!
right.
He did it again!
What
What?
happened?
Please tell me this is old and I'm just now seeing this.
Oh no, not again. Oh, for
I
fuck.
mean, it's
Instead
accurate.
of Space Marines, they're Ace Marines. But
No, those are Kriegers. Those are Kriegers.
They are.
I can't see. It's blurry and small.
They're
I was
creepers.
making a funny joke and it went flat. Oh.
They are asexual pride Kriegers.
I mean, I
Gross.
guess that could be accurate, right? Aren't they fat grown for the most part?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. They
Yeah,
are
probably.
Oh, I got into this argument with someone over fucking Kriegers. I'm like, someone was like, well, why wouldn't female Death Corps of Krieg members make sense in the lore? And I go, because they view people as munitions. Why would they send a woman who could be used for breeding into a war zone? And
They're
then
all
I thought-
background. They don't need women.
I thought it was documented that there were female Kriegers at one point.
So I don't know if it's in the lore. If it is in the lore, I think it doesn't make sense because they use Kriegers as munitions. Why would you send a woman to war when she can be at home having kids half the year and then the other half of the year you're having her work in the manufactorum? Because even if you got it like mostly automated, you still need someone to manage the machinery. It makes sense to have the women do that because they can also stay behind and produce.
Okay,
more.
but I thought a lot of their breeding was now basically cloning.
Yeah, so there is the cloning as well. So how I understand it is they've got the clone tech, but they also have the natural births. And also, let's say it is 100% clone tech. Why would you then have women if you have clones? Why?
Yeah,
would
I mean, if you think about it from the logistical standpoint, you have the native population running Krieg, doing the money, doing the administration, the manufacturing jobs, and you have also the Vitae Vooms running the cloning and effectively creating the regiments.
Even with that logic, you still would not have women in the actual Death Corps because why would you clone an inferior combat platform?
And
Yeah,
also,
it's-
you are not
it's
cloning an
really-
inferior
And also,
combat.
why would
You are
you-
not cloning an inferior combat platform. You are cloning Colonel Yurten.
Yeah, I was going to say they're all pretty much
Oh.
clones of him. So
Well, no, I mean the woman.
And also,
Which people keep
Well,
forgetting
more-
that. They're all kids.
well, more to the point, why would you send your how do I say this? Why would you send your backup munitions factory into battle?
Yes. From
And
what I
also-
remember with the Greek lore is that they're basically on a permanent penitence where because of, I don't know, some sort of like rebellion or misunderstanding.
Yes.
And basically they clone 15 to 16-year-old boys at like 6 foot. And they're all basically designed to die in battle. They don't want to live. They just want to die in battle.
Well, they want to do
They-
penance because Krieg rebelled and only one hive stayed
well,
loyal.
They want to die in battle because it believes that will redeem them. It's a
Yes.
permanent arc.
Yes,
who
yes.
was asking about a mortar earlier? I came back in. I heard something about mortars.
Vizi is buying a deactivated Japanese World War II mortar.
Well, if it's just the pipe, as far as how it works, is pretty simple. The pipe doesn't do anything. You could that's why they were using the Palestinians ripped up water pipe to use as mortar and rocket launch tubes.
No, it's the actual rocket thing.
Oh, okay. Please make sure it's the activated thing, because
Yeah. Well, I don't think they could sell it if it wasn't. At least I hope not.
well, that's
Funnier shit happened, so
yeah. I was just gonna say that's kind of like the people
Although-
go, no, this weapon's empty. Bang.
yes. So don't put it where the cats can push it off the table. And Weezy muted himself.
I did?
Yes.
Am I muted now?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, we could have fucked with him for a while on that one.
Oh man, you're really bad at gaslighting, you guys.
God damn it.
Hey, I'm not bad at gaslighting. That's all not combat. That's all Metro.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, women do have the upper hand in gaslighting. They're
Well, we do.
because men are stupid. You believe what they're told.
But I was gonna say, did y'all see the article?
Also, women do some sneaky farts, so...
I'm sorry, what article? Sorry.
The Russians at some beach or some shit fucking pulling an active sea mine up onto the beach.
Oh yeah,
from
and they had a
fucking-
guy with a hammer that was
fucking Russians.
You gotta love them.
You know what I don't love is people threatening to long range missile attack Russia.
Oh, don't get me started. Jesus fuck. It's like, yeah, it's totally the Ukraine, okay, but it's NATO weapons, NATO planning, NATO logistics, NATO satellite, NATO troops. Tell me how again this is Ukrainian?
Yeah, no.
Well, I like all the NAFO tards going, yeah, well, we'll nuke them if that happens. And I'm like,
That's fucking terrifying.
can you hear yourself talking?
No. It's the same motherfuckers that I'll deal with on my college campus that are like, well, the United States actually doesn't need to do economic reform because we're just too big to fail, is effectively the argument. They think that,
No.
yeah, you know, a nuclear
Oh,
war-
yes, Fannie Mae was
Yep.
too big to fail.
Money Pritchard go burr.
Yeah, same thing. They think, oh yeah, a nuclear war would be bad, but we would still live. We would still be fine because they're completely
We would
fucking
not be
detached
fine.
from reality.
Well, I always ask these people, why don't you ask? I think it's Sweden still can't pick certain types of mushrooms from Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Tell me how far that shit floats. Okay, it's set off nuclear detectors all over Europe. What do you think a bomb's going to do? It's this. And I said this is two generations that did not have to live under the threat of nuclear war.
Yep.
That's why we're up against this problem.
Yeah, and a nuclear weapon is a fucking sledgehammer. Why use that when you've got the CIA, which in theory is a scalpel? If Russia decides, like, realistically speaking, with the CIA, Putin wakes up and hears that 3 of his advisors had a whoopsie and decided to go out with honor. And the U.S.
He's
president-
doing that for free with the FSB.
True.
Yes.
So,
I was just going to say, I mean, I appreciate you have a lot of faith in our, spies, but the CIA are not this superpower.
I said in theory.
Yeah. Central Incompetence Agency is more accurate.
If the CIA could do all the things that the conspiracy said they could do, somebody would have got into the CIA a long time ago.
See, I
Yeah.
think they've got the resources for it. They just lack the drive and competency to actually
Well,
do it.
But to affect everything everywhere on the planet at all the time, their staffing and personnel would have to be
competent.
well, yeah, there you go. That's actually a better point. They'd have to be competent.
I mean, listen, they were competent enough to fuck up Mexico, Colombia, and the inner cities. But
Did that really take a lot of work?
Don't
Probably
forget.
not.
Not really.
Probably not.
I mean,
Not
that's
really. Just some in.
that's like saying the operations of the Banana Republics were so stringent and so like an uphill battle.
And not
Yeah.
just doing a line and saying fuck it, we ball.
I mean, literally, I think of '89 when I was in Panama, and it's like, oh, they're like, oh man, it must have been so hard to. No, the government troops literally flipped at the simple threat of, oh my god, I might actually have to do something other than shoot innocent civilians and eat microphones. If you put a cat on camera, it will take over the entire discussion.
That's why he did it.
Yes, Weezy.
Oh,
Put the cat.
that's a big boy.
Put the
Yes.
cat on the
Yeah.
screen.
Oh, I should turn on my camera and go get Bear. He's like this, only a long-haired black cat.
Oh shit! See,
They can play Ebony and Ivory together.
Weezy, Put the cat on the big screen.
He's on the big screen.
Cat's playing with the
No, on YouTube. Put the cat on the big screen.
I have.
Be careful, he might.
I'm
rip up
watching it. You are not.
Oh, well then I need. God damn. Okay, I'll put him. I'll have to make a cat video.
that. Yes.
Well, I mean,
See,
We're
you-
going to
it'd be
bully you
worse
until you do it.
You embarrassed him. Look, he's hiding now.
Only if you call it Wheezy finally shows his pussy. wait, that might no, that's gonna terrify people. Never mind.
Multiple. He's going to show his pussies.
Yep.
Oh god, you're gonna get the weirdo crowd all excited about that.
Oh God.
Just, imagine fucking.
you're gonna get sponsorships from Serb.
Yeah, just
Oh,
imagine
God.
it's
That.
And Bad Dragon. Don't forget Jesco with the Bad Dragon color schemes.
Bro, what are you talking about? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos of Ding Dong.
Wait, your cat's name is Ding Dong?
Well, I call him Ding Dong, but
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, man, that's kind of harsh.
who's your friend that likes
Oh, there's.
ding dong, ding dong.
Well, I call one of my cats Dipshit because he just has a constant blank look on his face.
well, I mean, I call him all kinds of names because bro, you would think that cat would love me. He doesn't love me. He uses me.
He's a cat.
It's
No,
a cat.
He loves my wife. He will
He's
follow
albino.
her everywhere.
And you are the food dispenser.
And I am the food
Yeah.
dispenser, yes.
That's all I am. Our two cats just look at me and like, oh look, it's Mr. Food Guy.
Yep.
Where's Mom? Mom.
He will literally
That's
run around at night, and it sounds like he's going, Mom! Mom!
Our Maine Coon can say, I'm like, where is she? Where is she? Mama! Mama! It's like, oh my God. Who am I? He'll just look at me going, food.
How loud are those Maine Coons?
It's strange. They don't meow so much as they chirp and trill. They
Yes.
make
Ah.
strange noises, and they don't act like cats. They act like some kind of weird breed of dog.
Yes.
That's kind of
I
like
have several.
him.
That way.
I don't know how they turned out the way they did, but it's like not very cat-like.
Well, I know how mine did because he was little when I brought him in, and the other cats would beat his ass. So he was like, all right, I'll go hang out with the dogs. And now,
Is it because he's white?
I guess. But now he thinks he's a dog.
Racism.
Well, he is albino.
Yeah.
But does he have a soul? Well, no, he's not a ginger, so.
I was going to say, he does have very faint orange rings on his tail that I never noticed.
He's missing
Hmm.
part of his soul. Hey,
Even
does
outside
anybody
of-
else commented on the lore that Space Marine 2 has now verified the first blank Space Marine? Not
What?
the captain. He has no soul.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay. I was gonna say that would be some pretty insane writing.
I was about to say,
I knew I was getting all the lore monkeys all wound up with actually.
No, I was thinking blank Space Marine and insert what into blank.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were adding a letter to the word blank and coming up with something else.
No. I'm not that far gone.
Oh,
Yet.
I have to say, who else saw the tweet that Space Marine 2 is woke because there's an Asian guy, a black guy, and a woman?
start screaming about that.
Okay.
Who the fuck is
Here we
that
go.
guy? Who is that? I have
I think it
never
was
heard
somebody
of this
trolling.
dude.
I think it's a troll.
I've never even heard this guy, and all of a sudden everybody's talking about him saying fucking, oh, Space Marine 2 is woke, and I'm just like, what?
Yep. And
So-
it doesn't matter to him. It doesn't matter that it could have been like that all along. Though
No,
I did
that-
see one.
They did that shit on purpose because nobody is fucking saying that. So they had
'Cause
to
nobody
find
cares.
the one dude that's going, oh, this is woke because people like an Asian and a black guy. What? Who the fuck is this guy? Nobody gives a fuck.
I did have somebody ask me the question, and I can't answer. Why suddenly is there one person from India in a Acadian regiment with
don't
an
really
Indian
care.
accent? With an Indian accent, it's like.
Did you voice acting?
I know, but it just because nobody else in the Nobody else that speaks sounds like that. It's like, where? Okay.
Yeah, because Cadians are no longer Cadians.
Are they doing like Gaunt's Ghost and just recruiting from wherever they can, or?
Hey, there was a reason for that.
Yeah. Ever since the destruction of being a Cadian is more of how you were trained, not where you're from.
Okay, I mean,
What color were her eyes?
They were not pink. They were brown.
Okay, then yeah.
Then she's not Cadian. Fuck that.
Yeah, if it was a purple-eyed Cadian, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, that'd be. I mean, it's possible because planet-sized space, but it'd be a little bit.
Yeah.
Real Cadian.
Local dialect.
It's almost like a no true Scotsman thing. It's just ever since Cadia got destroyed, it's now just because Cadians were the best trained.
Yeah.
For the destruction. Now it's just like, okay, we're gonna make you all into Cadians with Cadian training.
Yeah, like I said, like the ghosts. You know, they started taking other recruits on that weren't technically.
So you have guys from Vergast, men and women, came from there because Makaroth said, hey, your regiment's depleted, your hive is fucked, you guys can go with them, and then they continued to recruit from the former Vervin hive, and then that actually split into like 2 or 3 other hives. And then Belladon was kind of a weird one because when Gaunt was supposedly dead for a minute, they were like, shit, well, we got to throw the first someplace, and they threw him at the Belladon 81st or something, so they ended up calling it the 81st first, and that's how Marin became a captain, which was a bad decision, but whatever. And so then the Belladon, some people from Belladon can also join. So by and large, yeah, I mean, it was something they had to be like, yep, okay, this is a special circumstance because you've only got 3,000 guys or whatever.
Okay, calm down, Sweaty.
Hey, listen, buddy.
That was a good rant. I think that's the most words you've strung together so far, Gone. I'm not gonna lie. Oh God. That was a great actually, by the way.
Actually. Sorry, I didn't start the right way, but whatever, you get the idea.
That's okay. That was awesome.
Though I am gonna ruin Wheezy's point about the whole no woke thing, and maybe someone will be able to correct me. But in regard to pretty much, and this is also kind of like the opinion I had with the first, well, just Space Marines in general. Why don't they look somewhat more like Gilliman? Like you've got like the Scotsman, you've got Titus, you've got
because Gilliman's gene seed isn't that strong. They actually comment on it in a couple of places. His gene seed is not as strong as like Sanguinius's, where all of his sons are unreasonably fucking hot, and they all turn blonde and shit for the most part.
Okay.
Trust me, friend, the fucking New Zealander who's been into the fucking hobby before either of us were born. I can tell you exactly why everyone in the Blood Angels look like Sanguinius, because they do it so differently.
Yeah, well,
right. That's true. And they do mostly recruit from like the moons and stuff.
Well, I was going to say the recruitment has a lot to do with it as well. So
yeah.
How I understand the gene seed working is it's basically it's trying to turn you into the Primarch, but what it has to work with is not Primarch level, so it's getting as close as it can. That's why Talos, in the Night Lords trilogy, was going batshit and his body was breaking down because what the gene seed had to work with was close, but not quite enough for a Space Marine. And
well, it's also like saying, how come every kid doesn't look like an exact split between the parents?
Right, and I'm not saying this needs to be a little Horus situation. What I'm saying is it's like, and maybe Gilliman is specifically different, but my understanding of how gene seed is supposed to work is you look more like Gilliman, ranging from like got the eyes, got like the general facial structure, got the hair color to a spitting image of him, and then everything in between. And the fact that
Shadow
don't really have that is, and that's
Shadow.
That's in this workshop.
This was an argument up until we had the Primaris founding, because with the Primaris founding, they threw out the Space Marines restrictions on recruiting from certain places, their fiefdoms, their recruiting words, their death words. And also throw out the Magos Biologist oversight over the distribution of the gene seeds.
Yeah,
they don't have that. They recruit from all over the galaxy to create these fucked up monsters that should have never been made into the lore, and distribute them based on needs.
How do you really feel about them?
Doesn't part of it have to do with the fact that Ultramar is so big too? I mean, it's a gazillion worlds, right?
Yeah, it's like
So-
150 worlds or something, isn't it?
Specifically to Ultramar, or at least the Ultramarines. Ultramar is basically a giant fucking realm of different planets and different people.
Yeah.
Gilliman's is not strong. It is the most stable.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Let's look at this through the lens where people can understand. So Ultramar is basically like North America, right? You have a melting pot of white people, black people, Asian people, whereas your salamanders are basically from Africa, right? And
No.
then your
No,
white
the
your white scar. Hold
salamanders-
on, I'm not done. Your white scars are from, Mongolia and
Goddamn Mongolians.
I can't do it.
Those fucking throat-singing horse archers.
Well, at least horse
Fuck them,
archers.
man.
I thought you were going to call them horse something else.
Yeah, so did I.
No, that's
I
a
was
wolf.
expecting it to
That's
go
a
in a very
wolf.
different direction.
Okay, who
That's
said
the
something
Vulch.
about being in this hobby longer than any of us have been born? Because thank you for making me feel young again. Whoever that was.
That was Chapter Master.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
Octavius has been into the hobby for 30 years.
Like I said, I could always say I did play Rogue Trader, but it was literally a bunch of guys with one set of rules standing around a table, drinking beer and moving little figures around, rolling dice. There was
Sounds like fun.
almost nobody. I mean, we knew the rules to play the game, but the lore, it was like, I don't know.
It
What's
wasn't
that?
spent
What's a
casing
shot?
you
What's a
moved
shot
around?
glass? What is that? Oh, that's a Titan. We put a shot glass out there as a Titan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's and it was fun. It was God, was it cheesy? God, was it cheesy? But yeah, that was
But
my.
why
always
were you
underst-
playing when you and why are you so uneducated that this game was making fun of you?
You know, I never knew anybody that saw it that way. We just considered it. I mean, come on, we were coming out of the 1980s.
Mhm.
Everything was over the top. Everything was exaggerated. Everything was
Including-
goofy.
Including the movie Over the Top.
Over the top was over the top.
Over the Top.
Carrot Top was over the top.
It's just the whole thing. We even had a Xenia on a top. I mean, come on, everything was on. Oh yeah, I remember. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Ron Jeremy on her top.
Oh, God. You had to go there. But yeah, so it was but no, getting back, yeah, the explanation I heard is, for example, Ultramar recruits from 150 potential worlds, if I remember right. So you're going to get amazing cross section of people.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no problem, and I have no problem with them looking more different than, say, Dark Knight. My thing is and this has always bothered me, whether it be art, whether it be the Ultramarines movie, just in general, this is more of an attack on Games Workshop, and then Metro corrected me on the whole Primaris kind of fucking things up, is they're supposed to look more like the Primarch, is how I've always understood it.
Right. But again, like I said, what I find amazing is the people that make the most of it are the people that say it doesn't matter. Most of us just don't care. I mean, yeah, we get it. Okay, all of Sanguinius's kids are a thirst trap. Okay, we get it. We get it. And
The red trap, in fact.
To go to why the Space Marines don't look really that close to Gilliman is it's depending on both personality and certain traits. It could be really subtle. Like they probably got Gilliman's jawline, maybe his nose, maybe his eyes, but they're not exact clones. I think that's why his gene seed is so stable compared to something like the Raven Guard, where a genetic default causes your skin to turn more pale and your hair color to turn more dark. Or same thing with Nostromo. I mean, Nostromo didn't even have fucking light. So
Yeah.
right.
But then you have stuff like the Blood Angels, where you literally take the blood of Sanguinius, you get put into a coffin filled with blood, and you basically become a clone of Sanguinius.
They pickle
Edgy.
you for a year. They pickle you for a year, isn't it? In blood. And then if you come out crazy, they're like, oh, gotta kill you. Sorry. My bad.
Apparently the entire time during the year, you're going nightmare crazy. And if you survive, they don't kill you. If you come out, you're basically going through the black rage already.
So maybe you have to have a certain
they
look to
cram you full of
survive.
organs in one go too. Like they cram you full of all of those organs like in one go. Whereas I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe the Ultramarines for the most part it takes time. Like it's a couple of implants and a shitload of training and all this stuff, and then the gene seed comes last. Whereas the Blood Angels are like, all right, good freaking luck, pal. Dump.
Yep, and they use the blood of failed aspirants for the coffin.
So that's fun. I love
So
Blood
we got
Angels.
that going for
Yeah,
us.
Blood Angels, the extra edgy.
They're so fucking good.
Divergent chapters look slightly different, like Gabriel Seth, but I think that's because the gene seed has deteriorated so much. And like you said, the Primaris, came in with essentially Chimera gene seed.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why we have Sons of the Phoenix, which is obviously a chimera between Fulgrim and Dorn.
Yeah,
Heck of a
because the
combo.
chimeric gene seeds worked out so good. All the cursed fundings, all the cursed funding chapters worked out so well, and none of
I
them
love the bit
turned.
where
None of them turned.
I love the bit where they're like, yeah, you won't be affected by the red thirst or the black rage, and then the very next book, Astrath's like, Lamau. Psych. It's actually worse.
I like that psych.
Because they're bigger.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure that's nothing that Astrath the Grim has ever said in his whole life, but I would pay cash money to hear him say psych.
Sure. I'm pretty sure, ironically enough, the one chapter that has survived the most of the Black Rage is the fucking ones that were suffering it from the most before the Primaris, which was the Flesh Terrors.
Oh, poor Flesh Terrors.
I think the Angels Vermilion also have a lower instance of rage and thirst because they indulge, and that's why Dante doesn't like them. He's like, nah, you guys are creeps.
They're the ones that drink people like vampires, right?
Yeah, they're literally their fortress monastery is called the Blood Spike. Okay, I'm not going there. I'm good. I will pass on the Blood Spike, thank you. Like,
I mean, I hate to even say this, but one of the reasons I kind of like the Ultramarines is because they're fucking normal compared to some of these other
They really
chapters, man.
They
Like,
absolutely are.
they're boring. Yeah, but they're normal. Look, you can basically talk to them and they're not complete freaks. Okay.
Yeah.
I will
Well,
forever be an
you see that-
Ultramarines fanboy.
See that
That's
if you
why-
like the Ultramarines, you will love the reasonable Marines.
Black Templars.
The okay Marines.
The normie Marines.
I mean, it's
That's
even
why-
the Salamanders. The Salamanders are, despite their appearance, pretty normal. I mean,
Why would you say something like that? What appearance do you mean?
Fire.
The red eyes.
Right.
The red eyes. Ah.
But
Thought you had me on that one.
Damn.
see
black.
that. But put another child in front of a salamander and watch him go
Well,
berserk.
it depends on the situation. And is this? Are you talking a human child? Or are you talking?
Another
Well, you said
child.
Eldar.
Oh,
Rip.
okay. I didn't hear the elder. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rip.
At least, hey, even Vulcan cried when he had
And
to
Terror.
burn.
Well, but Eldar don't really count.
Yeah, they're not people. Unlike what Jig would say, not people.
Is that an analog for something for a real human group?
Yeah, I noticed they never do that with the pretty races. You never hear, oh, well, the Tower blank or the.
I think I've heard people say something about how the tower, like in like an East Asian culture, like once or twice, but it wasn't super loud. So
Yeah. It's always ugly
Those
races.
are the commies. The others are the weebs.
The weebs and the commies. What about commie weebs?
They're vaguely based off East Asian stuff, but that's like going, oh, the Imperium is clearly a representation of Western Europe because it's got some Gothic Christian themes to it. Like, it's design choice.
Some Gothic Christian things.
Nah,
Even though-
just a couple.
The church goes for a walk every day, okay?
Yeah, everybody gangster till the church starts walking.
I was
Oh, God,
rewatching
Campus was good.
Hell's Reach, and when that thing just is striding down the street like, sup, bitches? Hey, there's a 50-story building just walking its ass down the street. Y'all cool with this?
With
Doesn't
gun.
matter.
What are you gonna stop it?
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you going to do about it?
Don't be racist. I am a building.
Bill. Oh my god, I'm the only one that ever heard it.
Just because I'm always the slowest person in the room, I did not realize the guy that did Hell's Reach, the movie, did that one kind of good Blood Angels thing on Warhammer TV. The
Angels of Death.
yeah, same guy. I
That
did
makes
not know that because it looks the animation style is pretty similar.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think he was working with Source Film models when he made
Okay.
Hell's Reach.
Okay,
So the lip syncing and lip movements weren't as great in that one. So it explains why it's so desynced in Angels of Death.
what was kind of funny is my wife's looking over my shoulder, and she's not the least bit into 40K, but she's looking over at my shoulder at the beginning of Hell's Reach, and she goes, "Why does that look like shit?" I'm like, so I skipped ahead to like 2 hours. She goes, "Oh, that looks great."
Yeah,
I said it creeps up on you too. You're watching it, and all of a sudden you're like, it's getting a little better, a little better, a little better, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, it's
well, apparently that's an artistic choice. It's to reflect Grimaldus's mood.
I kind of figured it was getting all deep
Artistic?
philosophical shit and stuff like that.
Because you'll notice that the more excited and more lively Grimaldus is, the more fluid and clear the animation is.
Ah, yes, the excited Grimaldus.
Well, they start the book with "I am going to die on this planet," so
Yeah, but he didn't, man. He fucked up the whole book.
yes.
I'm sorry, brothers. I did not die in Armageddon.
Sorry, all I could think of was the voice acting. The very Grimaldus.
Yeah, that voice could have used a little work. Yeah.
To be fair, that's only. Oh wait, I think you're talking about Helbrick's voice. Where
Yes.
It sounded like was it
And
like-
now, yes,
Like
I have a
Skeletor.
voice like this.
I hate to say it, but the entire time listening to that, I was fully expecting him to go, "You'll find that the Death Star is fully operational."
That's about what I would compare it to.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that is not how I pictured Hellbrick. At least the voice is. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
especially
what
they
they were thinking.
describe it as this low, growling, authoritarian voice.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck was that?
They were like, yes, Skeletor. Yes, we'll do our best Skeletor impression. Till next time, He-Man.
In fairness,
He beat me to
Texas
it.
the thing with Helbrick. He just sounded angrier.
There it goes.
What material is the chair made of? Leather. Opening. It should be made of stone.
Jesus Christ.
Why am I reminded of the He-Man meme?
Which one?
Remember, kids, if she has an apple, she has a banana.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
There's somebody at YouTube going, maybe we should read my. Oh, no, not after
Yep,
that.
nope.
No.
Money gone. Money gone. I can just see it going that way.
There is absolutely no bringing back Metro's channel, or not Metro's channel, Combat's channel, because of that.
Yeah, I'm picturing Metro's channel. He would go, "Hey, everybody, canceled." He would just nuke the channel the minute he said anything.
Like,
Here is why the Lord sucks. Black people.
I think the
Nah.
channel canceled
It
a
would
lot
go.
because they think it would just be a guy putting on the accent.
Here is why the lore sucks. Black Templars.
Oh,
That would be rage bait.
You would already get clipped after black. Nobody would even
They
give a
wouldn't
shit
even-
that you said Templar after that.
Yeah. So, not a fan of Black Templars there?
Like a
What's your
pay-per-view poop.
I find them one-dimensional and a little bit boring.
They are. I'm still trying to decide what design I want to settle on. We were talking about Space Marine 2. What pisses me off is if you go Death Watch, you can't put your chapter symbol on your other shoulder.
Yes, that annoys me as well.
And that just makes my little lore nerd heart hurt.
I know it's lore accurate to have the chapter symbol on the left shoulder pad, but I like it on the right so I can fucking see it when I'm playing the game.
I know, but if I took to the trouble to grind out all the Death Watch shit, so
Because I went through the trouble of making sure that each of my classes is like a different fucking thing, except for my Chaos Marines. Because they're already different things, I did my best to make them look all like Red Corsairs.
well, I mean, I even went to the trouble getting the silver arm, which that was a pain in the ass. You got to open up an entire chapter you'll never use to get one thing.
Yep.
I was just thinking of Metro's first video. It would be something like top 5 reasons chapter mixing is bad.
No, it would literally be, hi, I'm Metronoid.
Yeah.
And the video would end. The video would
Just keep the bloodline pure.
Yeah.
I now imagine or Hindi-inflected English guy with a Habsburg chin.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Punjabi regiment.
I was sitting here thinking, and just when I think I have hope, and I'm like, oh, there's a future for this channel.
Not well.
Something just.
I mean, you
We're here
could
to
go get
smash
like
it into a million pieces.
you could go get bits and some of the others. I'm sure they would happily give you a good channel.
Bro, that would require them to talk to me, which is something that's never going to fucking happen.
I bet if you suddenly started making noises like you were woke, they would.
I
Or you
doubt
can
it.
go to Rumble, make a deal.
Yeah,
Not
I
even
doubt
Rumble. You would need to go to what's that one? Blue Sky, where all the
it. Look,
Yes.
I've thought about this. I thought about reaching out to the most reasonable leftoid on that side of things. I can't think of a
That's
single.
That's a contradiction.
I know. And like I can't think of anybody that would give me a constructive conversation that wouldn't devolve into every single panel that Radhom has done. And like I see shit like that and I go, yeah, nah, I'm good.
Well, at
I
least
would
when
be-
it comes to Redcom, you can say that fucking clown. Because he's literally a clown.
yes.
I would be able to do that because I'm mostly left-leaning on politics, but when it comes to Warhammer, I'm a chud.
Well, that's just it, isn't
I
it?
was going to say that literally. I mean, it.
But I think most of us are center. Most of center.
No,
Not you.
I'm not.
Shadow's not. Shadow's
No.
like borderline white nationalist.
Shadow
No,
calls
no,
Reagan
no,
a
no,
pussy.
no.
Hey, calm down, Nick.
What was that?
Phoenix come out as gay.
Weezy, say something.
Weezy,
And he muted himself
he
again.
muted himself.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I heard this like.
Easy, fuck it up.
And I stopped talking. I thought it was a dog whistle.
Sounded like it was a tuning fork.
Like a dog whistle, or a dog whistle?
Look at
Like an actual.
Well,
I hate that.
It was
Like
tuning at Nick Fuentes'
dog.
name, so it was.
Oh
It
God,
was-
yeah! YouTube automatically nuked it because it heard Nick Fuentes.
Can y'all hear me?
Now, yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
I don't
I
know why
can't
it's
hear
doing
you.
that.
your shit was broke, yo.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't say certain words, and they're just like, nope.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you air fried your
Well,
PC.
well, from now on, just refer to him as Cum Hunter.
That'd be accurate.
Oh, this I will say every trigger word to get this on a list.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
What happened? What do you think it is?
No, I know when it's happening and why it's happening. I fixed it.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, no, I'm not a white nationalist. I'm a Christian nationalist.
Look, I've said it once. I'll say it a million times. Nationalism can be done correctly. I'm just saying.
Well, there goes your chance to talk to the left.
Yep.
Yeah.
If everyone
Oh no.
Yeah.
thinks the same, acts the same, believes the same thing, then yes, it can work.
I mean,
Okay, Adolf.
I prefer Stalin. Thank you very much. Liquidate the kulaks.
I'm saying that, you know, if we
And
could
now
go,
I'm getting that 3-point bayonet.
if we could go back to the age when everybody was just happy to be American, then
God.
that's what I mean.
Is anybody else actually old enough to remember that? I mean, I am, but
Yeah.
holy shit.
I remember just because American culture trickled into Europe 10 years late. So, what was that? The 80s for you, the 90s for me.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying, I still have some hope in Europe with Poland and, you know, Hungary. You know, there's at least some bastions of
Well, the Germans are starting. Didn't they say something about
No,
closing
but
their borders for
the
6
German.
months?
The German people are starting to
Yeah.
try and.
The German people are starting to push the shit into the ruling parties. So,
Yeah, Metro, you're more tapped into like that political situation, right?
a little bit.
I mean, he hates Germans though, but
Wait, but then why is he living with them?
I mean, they just can't drive.
That,
There is a-
okay,
there is
that
a-
is true. That is true. When
There
I
is
see
a-
them
there is a
tailgating a
misconception
tank,
of-
I know they
Germans
suck.
There is a misconception about the Germans that they can drive. No, they can't. They have stretches of the autobahn where is no speed restrictions, and they are driving 160, 180 or more. Not miles, kilometers, so not freedom units. It's
Yo,
hamburgers
it's still
per
bad.
Yeah, how many
hamburger.
burgers is that?
A lot of
pushing 100
hamburgers
mi-
per
They're
ball
pushing
depot.
100 miles an hour.
That's too fast.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I once said Eastern Standard Time is the only correct time.
I mean, literally, I remember I was over there and I was clipping along at 90 on the Autobahn thinking I was a badass. Grandma and her fucking Mercedes just goes fucking vapor trails trailing behind her. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yes, and it's always these Series 1. So 100 BMWs, A series Mercedes, A1 Audis, and they are all in these small shit boxes with the xenon or neon or whatever the fuck lights.
Yep.
Driving really fast, driving really shitty, and thanks to you, I can't drive as well because I can't see.
Hasn't changed.
Yes. That's why I want an old clapped out H1 Hammer and just strip it down and make it look like a Humvee
Okay.
with a machine gun nest on top. So maybe and pointing at it in the innermost lane. So
If you want to cry a bit, they now have electric vehicle Hummers.
oh,
And
Fucking
EV
shit.
Hummers.
that is anti-American.
That I'm like I was behind one. I'm like I am literally offended now. Now, speaking of being triggered, I was
What the fuck?
triggered.
I want a big turbo diesel. Ah,
Well, as long as it
That's-
can go over 50 miles an hour, then it's not really a Humvee. So, because if you went over 55 miles an hour in a military Humvee, you felt like you were re-entering Earth's atmosphere. Just everything shaking, shit's vibrating loose.
listen. So long as the ride is straight-ish,
Okay, I was
And
going
I-
to say, don't get crazy now.
straight-ish. So maybe I'm not displacing. What are those? Those big fucking things that pull. How do you call the AGVs?
You hear about the
Fucking
second
English
step
language.
I wish I don't even know the answer to that.
Displacing, like, you talking about, is it another type of vehicle or?
Ah, tractor trailer.
Yeah. Well, they just don't give a shit. They run
Big
you over.
rig.
Yeah, big. Yeah,
Like an 18-wheeler?
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah,
American,
18-wheeler's another.
Gotcha.
American Truck Simulator.
Yes, but in Europe the tracks are a little bit smaller.
Yeah, their trucks are tiny. I knew a
Yes.
British couple came to visit America, and they literally were panicking every time a big rig went past them because they're like, it's the size of an apartment building in England.
My mom had
England.
a friend come over from London, and he did the same thing.
I mean, that's England. If you can fart in an apartment and don't smell it, then it's big.
Wow.
I'm just picturing Metronoid walking
Wow.
out. Oh, this is perfect size. Metronoid real estate evaluator.
Listen, if you can spit from one wall to the next, that's the typical British apartment
I was
size.
going to say, is that a mansion in Eastern Europe?
Nah, we just knock out the wall and start building.
I'm sorry, but anytime anybody says anything about Eastern Europe, all I can think of is that movie, what was it, Euro Trip? Where where they're in like the Eastern Bloc, and the guy's like, "Here's a nickel," and he's like,
Yeah, it's Bratislava.
I quit, and I'll open my own restaurant with the fucking nickel."
Okay, my first
It was
trip.
true for a very long time.
Yeah, my first trip, I literally financed it with clothing. When I went to the hotel,
and you went further east into Moscow, right?
yeah, I started basically at the Belarus border and ended up in Moscow. And literally, when I was going to pay my hotel bill, the lady saw the top of my bag. She could see a pair of jeans and a jean jacket, and she's just looking at them. And this would have been about 92, and she was like, I got a closet full of these. You want these? And she's like rubbing it and looking at it. No, she's like, I said, well, I need to pay my bill. No, it's good. It's good. She took literal denim clothing as payment because it was worth.
Think about how much. Yeah, think about how much she got for that.
Well, that's and I'm kind of happy about that. I'm like, good for you, lady. Even if she did give me a traditional American breakfast, which I will never forget to my life. It was 2 hot dogs, a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, and a warm Coke.
Yeah,
That is based.
yeah.
And I'm like, and I literally looked at her, I said, just like Babushka used to make. She was so happy. She's like, oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I couldn't break her heart. I was kind of afraid of her. She looks like she had been on the East German women's tractor throwing team. I'm not going to make this woman angry. I grew up around women like this. You don't make them angry. They'll hit you with a tree.
Well, see, that's why you do make them angry.
No, not the way you want them to hit you with a tree. I mean, like break your face.
For Honor Player.
Oh, great! I love it. Now we know his kink, muscle mommy.
Oh God.
Well, then have I got the franchise for you?
Trench Crusade.
Oh God!
Oh no, I'm not touching that with a 10-mile fucking stick after some of the shit I've heard. They fucked that series so damn hard. Could have been amazing.
They fucked it as much as Helldivers do.
Oh, worse. I'd argue worse than Helldivers, because at least Helldivers had like the time to build hype. Frickin' Trench Crusade existed, and then immediately fucked itself. Like, it didn't get any time for hype.
No,
I'm kind of afraid that Space Marine 2 might end up going down the Helldivers path, and I hope not, because its weapons need some work. But
yeah, I'm in the same boat with you. I could very easily see it go that route, and I don't want it to, but it's like the writing is on the
I can see nerfs for the Melta-Gun coming, because that is just too good.
You better not touch my fucking Melta-Gun.
That thing is just
Thing
too
Jurgen
good.
has actually said.
yeah, exactly. Jurgen pops out of the wall and said, "Who said anything about Melta-Guns? I will fuck all of you up."
Melta-Gun does what a Melta-Gun should. Don't touch it.
Thank God it doesn't have better range, or you would just walk through with one of those and end the entire game.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a video game thing or not, but in 40K, I always imagined Melta-Guns having kind of a more focused path of destruction.
Oh, you mean instead of just ball of ball of sun
Plasma.
flying across the screen.
Well, you're pretty much like you're throwing some metal into a microwave, turning it on, and opening it up at someone. Like that's the vibe of Melt-A-Gun that I get. Like just gone.
That was probably the most difficult thing when they did. How do we make the Melt-A-Gun look?
Well, I remember when I was doing my playthrough and seeing the fucking plasma pistol, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be just like the Starties." Nope.
Oh no, you can't kill shit with that thing.
It fucking sucks.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed with how plasma operates in the game. I kind of get it; it's for balancing, but by the same token, it should be a lot more powerful, especially for how small the magazine is.
Yep, and the charging
And
time.
and also the way to balance that out is just make it available later in the game.
Yeah,
but even in the PvP, right? Like I've seen it kind of melt some people, but to be fair, as long as it's two people against one guy, the guy's gonna get melted.
Yep.
Anyway, it's just not better than the higher ammo as well as the better accuracy and fire rate of the pistol. It would be probably more dangerous on like the assault marine, but the assault marine doesn't have access to that yet. In fairness, I have only played like 2 mission campaigns and 1 operations, and I've been just doing the multiplayer for God knows how long.
that's more than me. My computer couldn't fucking handle the game, and it made me sad.
That is it. Get an Xbox; it will run.
They'll optimize it eventually. I hope.
Yeah, that.
Get a PS5 Pro.
Fuck that.
I think I might get it for the PS5 actually, because my only other person I can play with also has a PS5. So.
Oh, it's crossplay.
You know.
Yeah, it's crossplay.
Is it really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
well,
so,
my computer can't handle it. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I know my grandson wants to play, and I'm thinking about getting him. If it make more sense, just getting him to PS5 because he's talking about getting a PC, and I'm like, bud, you ain't got the income to be chasing that shit.
Nope.
Not yet. Not yet.
To be fair, it's probably more affordable than Warhammer at this stage.
Yeah, he really chilled out on his desire for Warhammer when we went to that store, and he was like, because he walked in there with, I got $100. I got how much is that shit? He saw $120.
I can buy a squad.
And then he just looked at me, and I'm like, I'm not giving you any more money. Welcome to reality.
At this point, pure Colombian angel dust is
cheaper hobby.
Cheaper hobby, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
this is what we always talk about, that GW is pricing out the future.
I still wonder if they're going to try to do this whole online thing. Like I said, I have a feeling they're watching Grand Wizards of the Coast to see how this digital online D&D goes.
Wait, you just call them Grand Wizards of the Coast?
I call them Grand Wizards of the Coast. I hate them so much.
I got some news on that may very well end up fucking over Wizards of the Coast.
Good. I mean,
oh, too bad. So sad. What is the news?
Well, long story short, with the last patch to Baldur's Gate 3, Larian put in full mod support. But the way they did it was you could switch just a couple of settings, and you just make your entire complete campaigns like you could in Neverwinter Nights.
Oh shit! Though it does make me wonder if they did that on purpose to see how popular it becomes.
No, I think they did it on purpose because there was a pretty bad behind-the-scenes falling out between Larian and Wizards of the Coast.
I heard that Larian basically wants nothing to do with Grand Wizards ever again.
Why? What happened?
Yeah,
because
reasons are undisclosed, but it's pretty well known there was some kind of really bad falling out between the two.
Yeah, because Larian basically shows no interest in a Baldur's Gate 4. Of DLCs for 3, nothing. They're saying basically this last patch is the last patch.
Damn. I should probably complete the campaign at some point.
You should.
I should too.
Or alternatively, hear me out. I could start a new game.
Well, that's what I've done about 6 times.
I know, it's the worst.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
come on.
God.
Act 1 is the best part of the game.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
sorry.
I haven't gotten to Act 3. I don't know anything about Act 3. No idea.
Act
I
1
just know
is
that everyone really likes
good.
that creepy, greasy guy.
Yeah,
Gortash,
Act 1 is
yes,
really
everyone's really
good.
into him.
2 is okay. I find 3
I
a
like
complete,
Hulkin.
Yeah, I find 3 a complete shit show.
Yeah, no, because
Oh.
3 is supposed to be like wrapping up the stories and like it's supposed to be campaign as it is. It's supposed to be you like hammering home certain character traits, beating them. They introduce you walk into that village area. They introduce 3 to 4 new plot lines that you need to follow. Now you're able to befriend Gortash and the scary ball lady, and like you've got the whole Harper plot line. They're introducing another companion for you to get. Like it's just you get to Act 3, and it feels like it's in Act 2. There's just too much fucking shit going on, piling on top of all the other stuff that you've already got.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
It really cuts into your romancing a Karlach, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And that's
and we don't want that.
on top of
no.
And the companion thing is on top of getting another companion halfway through Act 2 and another companion at the end of Act 2.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
But the most important question is, when did you fuck the bear?
I never did. I never did.
I haven't fucked the bear yet.
I don't know.
Not
yet. I've never fucked the bear yet.
Well, see, I have to do an Astarion playthrough to do that. Because I have one character that's romancing Astarion, which I'm kind of wishing that I'd picked Halsin, but I didn't know I could get him. And Astarion's just so bitchy and fun, and I like that he's bitchy and fun. So
I stake him first chance I get.
Oh my god!
Not the way
he
you
just
want.
Cracks me up, like his little things that he says. Plus, he's super, like he's my sneaky guy, right? I'm like, hey, I need some shady shit. Then he's like, yes, darling. And I'm like, yeah, unlock that, do all the things, sneak around, be a shady bitch. Cool, thanks. Back to camp with you. And now I got my heavy hitters. I got my girl Lae'zel. I got my girl Karlach.
See, I always end up with an
because he makes
all-female group. Every time I somehow gravitate.
Like Shadowheart. I just don't like Shadowheart.
She's okay, but I respec her into Life Cleric, and she's basically a walking aid station.
Yeah, no, mechanically,
That's nice.
AIDS station?
Nice.
Aid station, you weirdo.
And then you give her the blood of Lathander just because fuck you, Shadow Girl. Have this shiny, like, hitty thing. Enjoy.
I keep giving her all the shit from Saloon just to watch her face start fucking freaking out. You're like, yeah. Saloon.
That reminds me of whenever I go through Skyrim, I always pick up what's her face, the vampire lady, and I just hand her Dawnbreaker.
See, I use Dawnbreaker, and then when it does the explodey thing, she's like, ow, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry. But then I keep using it because it's actually a really good sword, like throughout the game, weirdly enough. So I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, I just hand it to her.
Funny. Would you actually give it to her? That's hilarious. Like, hey girl, you did that to yourself. I don't know what to tell you. Damn, thumbs the brakes. Get good.
No,
I hate that they patched out the emergent behavior for her.
Wait, what
now? They patched out a lot of the emergent behaviors for her that were hilarious. Like when you first walk into Solitude, the dude's getting executed. Serana just walks up on stage and starts using the grinding wheel.
I love that. I thought that was a feature. I thought she just didn't give a shit. I thought that was like part of her personality. She's like, fuck it, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. I got nothing better to do. Might as well sharpen this.
Or the funniest one is at Kodlak's funeral. She'll just start working the bellows.
That's awesome. I love that shit. That's why I play Skyrim, because it's kind of garbage, but it's like fun garbage.
It just works.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's really fun.
I mean, there's a reason they remade it on 50 bazillion different systems and probably my microwave, so.
Playing it on the refrigerator.
I think.
So you finally just want some shredded cheese, man. It's 3 a.m.
I think what Bethesda was doing with
the fridge.
I think what Bethesda was doing there was tech was basically testing their technical capability. Um, for the the non-release of Starfield. So
Why you be hating on Starfield, man? It's a great game.
With pronouns and shit.
You know, that was a year ago, that total freak out by Az.
Yeah.
Fucking pronouns. His meltdown was amazing.
that was funny as shit.
Yeah, but listen, that pronoun has more of an afterlife than Starfield did, so
Wait, well,
right.
since we're talking about games, can we talk about Concord and Dustboard?
Yeah, what, 2 weeks? Concord lasted 2 weeks. Like almost
Literally,
exactly.
a housefly lasts longer than that than fucking Concord. And all these people go, "Why wouldn't you play it?" It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
He told me it wasn't for me.
just like Charlie's Angels wasn't for me, just like
Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah, just like the Acolyte.
Bro, the Acolyte is another good example of like, this isn't for you. These decisions are for us.
Okay.
No one fucking watches it. Everyone loved this show. It's only we need to get the show back. Like a couple thousand people signing it to get it remade.
I signed it. I enjoy watching the fucking reviews from people like Disparu and stuff like that.
But just think about it: 180 million USD.
I want Disney to burn.
I absolutely adore it. It's like Bits. It's like the whole we're
Bitch.
the
You had
majority.
it right.
You're the secret minority. You're just the vocal bastards. By the way, I've got a block list of like 5 to 6 figures, and but we're totally the majority. Every property that they champion is fucking garbage. No one buys it. No one watches it. Meanwhile, the Chuds support something and it does fucking amazing until it stabs us in the back. Helldivers. Hello?
Yeah.
Fucking hate this.
Or Black Myth Wukong.
That's also like a Chinese game, so that was gonna succeed no matter
I
what.
know, but remember they were trying to shut it down because supposedly one of the devs made like anti-female comments, and I'm like, he's Chinese. Of course he did.
Yeah. He doesn't give a shit about political correctness. He's fucking Chinese.
I mean, the Chinese until the one-child policy was effectively enforced. The Chinese usually aborted the child if it was female. So
Yeah.
Reject modernity, embrace monkey.
Monkey.
Return to monkey.
Return to monkey.
Monkey.
The funky monkey.
That chunky.
So we can go to Springfield.
That chunky monkey. No, brass monkey. That brass. Oh God, that just gave me a headache. I bet a lot of you have never had brass monkey in your life, and it shows.
I'm concerned.
What is that?
It was a Hublin pre-mixed booze, rot gut, cheap shit. But it would get you where you wanted to be quick, though.
Ooh, that sounds rough,
dude. It's kind of like right up there with like cheap rot gut wine for like fuck up quick, but man, the headache. You'd be better off just drinking Russian brake fluid. Not that I know what that is like. Shut up. I just gave my ass away on that one.
Little sus.
Well, listen, until you haven't, you should drink some from the Booze Express. If you know, you know.
Boone's Express.
Booze.
Oh, I was gonna say like Boone's Farm. Like,
yeah, Boone's
Farm.
No.
Sign me up. I'm in. Let's go. Let's get Wicker wasted.
Oh, no, it's something to do with Russian aviation.
Oh yes, the planes. Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the air conditioning fluid. Yeah, the air conditioning coolant, wasn't it?
so this is from a couple
air
minutes
conditioning
ago.
cooler and brake cooler, things like that.
What were you saying there?
Oh, another Trump assassination attempt?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Man
Yeah,
in
he went
custody,
over-
an AK-47 style
Again?
weapon found after apparent assassination attempt.
Yeah, my wife was just telling me they made another assassination attempt.
Christ
Also,
on a cracker.
Well, apparently they just got him.
and apparently,
My
like,
husband just walked in and showed me on his phone. Holy crap.
Yeah, my wife was
FBI
just standing here literally
investigating
going,
stuff.
there's like 3 articles.
Wait, the second one today?
A few hours ago.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Secret Service.
Yeah, this time he didn't get hit.
Also,
this-
apparently,
So parents custody shots fired.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, 2 other people's spouses
twice.
literally just walked in and started talking about it.
That's hilarious. I mean,
So
it's
the-
not hilarious. Sorry. The timing was bad. I apologize.
The BBC
I know what you meant,
says
though.
a Secret Service agent spotted an AK-47 style weapon poking out of the bushes on the golf course about a hole ahead of where Trump was playing.
Hillary Clinton's aides looked into. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well,
and apparently,
I just posted dank in the chat.
and apparently, Trump's like the fact that he was golfing was not public knowledge. So either he has a very, very, very good stalker, or actually, there can't possibly be anything else. I can't.
Well,
think of a-
okay. Not public knowledge, but it's not like he travels incognito.
Yeah, that's fair, but yeah.
Well,
There's
earlier
probably weirdos that follow him. So
they were saying that it was unrelated and that 2 guys were shooting at each other. Now
Yeah,
all
that
of a
was
sudden
at-
they're
that
all
was at
going,
Palm
"Oh,
Beach. Yeah, that was at the West Palm Golf Course, Trump Golf Course, which I used to live down the road from. So people shooting at each other in that neighborhood is not unusual.
But now it's like, oh, there was a guy in the bushes. It's like, wait, what?
Okay, this shit. I'm tired between this and supposedly the whole debate thing. This
Yep.
is yeah.
Y'all are surprised that we're going full Roman political system?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm pissed.
Nah.
I've come to the conclusion that I'm about 20 years too young, and I've got one freaking pocket knife. That's not enough to cross the Rubicon, so there's nothing I can do about it. So I might as well just chill.
You know, I'm getting really pissed off with this shit because, you know, we don't need a repeat of the 1960s. That's all I can say.
Could you clarify, because I don't understand? what
Okay, so when was
1960s.
Kennedy killed?
I'm assuming the 60s.
63. Then
Dealey Plaza.
then MLK gets killed. Then RFK gets killed, all in the same decade. And it was basically a giant shit show. You know, you hear all these young people going like, "Oh man, the '60s were so great." '60s were a shit show. I mean, it was literally a decade. My own mother was like, "I am so glad that shit's over with."
Yes, I mean, just think about it. Vietnam, peace protest, Black Panthers.
Cuban Missile Crisis, assassinations.
You guys sound like you're singing "We Didn't Start the Fire."
It really was. It really
A
was.
good chunk of it did take place in the 60s.
Yeah, exactly. Bay of Pigs, like you said, you know, just everything was like, every time you turned around, it was like, oh, this again. So, yeah, I got some questions for the Secret Service. I got some very, very, very serious questions for them.
Well, it sounds like in this case, they actually did engage the guy before anything could happen. So that's a plus.
See, now we come back to because like you would think that they'd have the entire fucking golf course locked down. So the question comes back to, was this planned and they just happened to have like the one guy who's doing his patriotic duty to save the president, or is this a case of the person who was supposed to watch that bush stepped away to go use the restroom and a breastfeed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
Which one? The fact that 3 Secret Service agents broke into a store
To take a piss.
the restroom, or the woman who abandoned her fucking post to breastfeed her child. Wait, which one are we talking about?
I mean,
Any of them.
yeah.
Yeah. Can we just import some fucking like Eastern Europeans and
Dude,
make
we
them,
don't need him to do that. He'd be better off with a bunch of fat old veterans like me going, yep.
Well, no, I mean, like the Secret Service is the Praetorian Guard. Can we get like 20 Metros and make a Varangian Guard?
Yeah, but he'd be busy yelling, no, shoot that man while he's black. But he didn't do anything, but he's black.
Look, okay, I hear you. I counterpoint. He would be like pennies on the dollar compared to a Secret Service agent, and he'd actually get the job done.
Dude, I guarantee you could hire people like me and Badger. We'd be cheaper. We'd bring our own equipment.
Yes, but then you can't do the historical analog of hiring Eastern Europeans like the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah, we could do that too, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, would you be cheaper? I mean, are you bringing an M1 Abrams or?
Well, I could borrow one. I could swing by Georgia. They got a few in the motor pool.
I was like, can you come pick me up when you do? Because that would be amazing.
Well, you know, I need a gunner, a loader, and a driver. So I need three.
Just a fucking road trip in an Abrams.
Yeah, you wouldn't get very far. Number one, they're governed at 45. Number two, they break down a lot.
So we need a mechanic as well.
You need an M88.
That's what you're saying.
Oh no, I just said an M88 recovery vehicle. I said it.
Oh, scary number.
The number.
That's that number again.
The number. No.
Why does that number keep coming up? The numbers, Mason. What do they fucking mean?
No, combat has certain beliefs. This channel's gonna get deleted. No.
Whoops.
He went full Argentinian. Look at him. His grandfather doesn't talk about what he did in 1940.
What was it? The some woman. I mean, her face looked so German, and her name was like Inga, Braun or Braun. And she goes, "Look at me, full Argentinian." And somebody says, "What was your grandfather doing 35 to 45?"
I think you can ask Anya Taylor-Joy that too.
Yes. Oh God, that girl. She looks like a freaking alien Aryan recruiting poster.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Sid from Ice Age, but I'm trying to be nice.
My first
people
association,
think she's so hot, and I think she looks freaky. I'm sorry.
my first association is a hammerhead shark.
Same.
I don't know why.
Same with a lot of the fucking actresses they tried to make popular. Rachel Zegler, Anya Taylor-Joy, the Black Little Mermaid chick. I almost said Zendaya, but then I remembered, no, I just don't. Zendaya doesn't look like a hammerhead shark. I just don't like.
No,
Look,
now they want to make her Cleopatra.
It
No, I
reminds
know.
me of the H.P. Lovecraft story,
Want to get his cat?
Shadow over Innsmouth, where he
That
goes
scares
there
fish people?
and everybody looks like they're fucking fish with their eyeballs far apart and all big and wide and shit.
They were
Mhm.
fucking. Why they looked like they were fish because they were having children with fish. They were
Yep.
fucking fish.
Yep.
Fish fuckers.
Yeah, fish.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Cthulhu?
The movie,
It's
what?
It's a B-rate horror flick. It's based on Shadow over Innsmouth. Jason Cottle plays the main character. It's trash. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not fucking good. But there's
Shakespeare.
one scene. Well, it's entertaining though, because there's one scene that just tops all other horror scenes I've ever seen in my life. He's caught in the sewers. He's running from the fish things. The show. I want to say Cho'Gath, but that's freaking lol. What is it? Shogoths?
Shut
The
up.
fish.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. The fish people, and like you don't really see them, but he finally gets to like, he can see the light through like a manhole cover, whatever it is, and he's climbing up this ladder, and the little flash camera, like an instant, like one of the little old Kodak ones or whatever, Polaroid, but not a nice one, just like the shitty ones, instant camera that he's got, like he's using to light his way because he hasn't got a lighter. It drops out of his pocket, and like as it bounces down into the tube, it flashes a couple of times, and you get to see for a second like what is chasing him. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. Why is H.P. Lovecraft so dry?
Why
That's all I got.
Why is Haley Bailey in a B movie?
I was going to ask you why was he talking about his cat again, but
Oops.
I think secretly that's Wheezy's black cat's name.
Sometimes.
Just like Lovecraft.
Just hearing him scream it down the hall. Get back here!
I told y'all the story about my wife taking the dog outside. And she was like, oh, because my little corgi decided she wanted to dig a hole, and she was like, why are you digging? Why are you being such a digger? And I was like, you said what? You said that out loud? And she was like, yeah, she was digging. And I was like, digger. And then she stopped and she was like, oh shit. I was like,
just tell her to use Dirt Mover American.
Yeah, I was like, you have to be careful what you're saying. You can't just be going around screaming digger everywhere. You can't. Somebody's going to hear the wrong thing and you're going to get arrested.
What?
Why easy? You live close to MLK Boulevard and Malcolm X Avenue?
I mean, I do work in that area.
In Houston.
Don't forget next to the mural of St. Floyd.
Oh, we don't have one of
George
those.
of the Floyd.
Yeah.
I bet you do somewhere.
Probably.
I will bet you money there's one somewhere.
Probably.
Oh, so actually, I've got a question. What's so bad about saying digger? It's just terminology utilized for the humans that live on Gorka Morka.
Because people will hear that and hear the wrong thing.
That's what I was calling the driller in Deep Rock Galactic. I was calling it a digger, and people are like, you might want to be careful.
Yeah.
But then, what's wrong with saying it? It's like saying dig a knob. I don't understand what's wrong with that.
It's too.
I love that part of Warhammer lore. I absolutely adore that part of Warhammer lore.
Shadow, you don't go around Twitter, Tinder, or Bumble or whatever and call every single mom a mud shark.
Okay, see Metro? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not touching fucking dating apps.
Okay, gunman pushed rifle muzzle through fence line at Trump Golf Course before Secret Service agents fired. Trump was on the 5th hole when the shots were fired, so the guy did get shots off.
God bless CDAT for changing the subject.
CNN reports fire. Trump is thought to be the target. No, it was his bag boy. Of course Trump was the target.
No, it's like the loud banging noises that we heard the first time, right?
Oh,
loud
yeah,
loud bangings.
Trump falls down with loud noise.
Listen, if Laura Loomer was the target, I could live with that.
Okay, white male in his 60s is the first reported ID. Okay.
Yeah, they already have. They already have a name.
Man is 58. He is white. This mofo pastier than I am. Jesus.
Yeah,
The man's social media is filled with recruiting people to go fight for Ukraine, pleas for Taiwan, and anti-Israel. Bitshammer. No, you're not.
This guy. This is what he looks like.
Honky McHonk face. Yeah, look at that pasty fucker.
That could be bitch. Sorry, bits.
Not fat. Nah, he's not fat enough.
He looks like a
pansexual enough.
So yeah, this guy is like 100% ultra crazed liberal, but all I got to see is that he was a fella.
Yeah, he looks about what I would expect him to look like.
Yeah, unhinged. Somehow they'll figure out, oh no, he was a registered Republican.
People are asking why Gary Busey tried to assassinate Trump.
He does look like a skinny Gary Busey, doesn't he? I'm not gonna lie,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Yep, he does look like that Gary Busey mugshot. Oh my god. Well, as much as I love y'all and would like to continue this, I have to end the stream on my side because I got to take the doggies out and I got to go over to my parents' house.
And you don't want the channel getting.
Well, no.
And I can't drop any more
It's
slurs.
getting super nuked at this point. We're talking orbital fucking bombardment.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We'll just start calling your dogs John Henry.
Oh, now they're fighting.
Alrighty, well, that was an interesting way to end it, you know?
Well, I'm not saying y'all have to go home, but you can't stay here. Put it that way.
If you know how many bars I've heard. Wait a minute. I'm giving myself away again.
See that you're in the military. We know you drank a lot.
Dude, oh God. There was something that's like the average college student spends upwards of $120 a month on alcohol. And it's like,
That's cute.
fucking amateurs.
That's a Friday.
Those are rookie numbers in this business. You got to pump those numbers up.
I spent more than that on rot gut fucking Budweiser, and it was $1.25 a bottle. You do the math.
Oh God.
Yuck.
I mean, listen, the best perk is when you get to know the bar stuff, and then they let you
Yeah.
stay after closing hours.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had the after hours club. We saw the sun come up more than once with that group.
All right.
All right,
I'm getting
Weezy,
out of
have
here.
a good.